Good morning. I am Kevin Price. Delighted to be with you, talking to you about you and your business as always. Got a lot to cover on today's program. Looking forward to spend some time with Seth Landy. He's with Kinetic Growth. That's kineticgrowth.com. And he's a regular contributor here on The Price of Business. Love it when he brings great information, content, and guests. And today will be no exception. Seth, before you introduce your guest today, tell us about kineticgrowth.com.
Absolutely. Thanks, Kevin. It's great to be on the show. Kinetic Growth provides a unique combination of renewal management and e-commerce solutions. These solutions automate the process of tracking and managing subscriptions and enable an organization's customers to self-serve.
Very good. And tell us about your guests.
Absolutely. So Kirk Dunn is the Chief Operating Officer of Cloudera. And for those of you that don't know, Cloudera develops and distributes the open-source data processing software called Hadoop.
Okay, very good. And Kirk, welcome to the program. Kind of give us an overview of what you do.
Well, as Seth mentioned, Cloudera is a company that has taken a very interesting technology that has kind of germinated out of social networking companies, which allowed them to grow and scale and understand who their customers are and what they do. And we've commercialized that for enterprise businesses. So if large-scale internet companies can use this technology to determine who's in their network, it certainly also applies that enterprises, transportation companies, retail outlets, banks, airlines, et cetera, can understand who their customers are and how to serve them better using the technology as well.
Seth, your question?
Kirk, so your company is working with big data, and it's a topic that everyone is talking about, but I think it's a difficult concept for people. Can you break it down for us?
Yeah, certainly. I think big data is a little bit of a misnomer in the sense that there's a lot of organizations that for many years have been analyzing their data. For example, if you look at pharmaceutical companies that have been trying to analyze adverse drug effects. When you take drug A with drug B, does it have an impact on your health? Or credit card companies, for example, who are trying to determine if somebody's using their credit card number fraudulently and they want to stop that. So many of these things have been going on for years and years, and in some cases, as in the insurance business, actuarial science is the ability to predict, amazingly enough, when or if somebody of a certain profile is going to have an auto accident or something like that. So this has been going on a long time. So the real interesting part is big data is really doing an old thing a new way. So you can think of it as a lot of analytics being done in enterprises, and yet now with the products that we've developed and the way we bring it to market, they've got new tools to deal with some of the old problems. So that'd be point number one, solving new problems or old problems in a new way. With that also, it's opened up a whole raft of opportunities going beyond that. For example, when you think about our personal experience on buying things online, and these maybe some of you have heard about recommendation engines. So when you buy something online, you'll get a list of recommended products that you would probably like. Well, that's because analytics are going on in the background, determining your buying pattern and your profile, and therefore suggesting what you might like. So really, big data is two things. One is doing old things that have been needing to be done but weren't able to be done a new way because of the new tools and software that we're providing, and then also opening up a whole series of new opportunities to do things that were never able to be done, like recommendation of products in an online environment.
Kirk, do you want to mention we have about 7 minutes total, and so short question answers help a lot. Great content, though. That's really fantastic. You mentioned that you're primarily geared towards enterprise, which is larger companies. What would a small company be in terms of a client, in terms of number of employees or revenue?
I'm sorry, a small company?
Yeah, that would be a client of yours. And I don't mean a name, but size-wise.
Yeah, sure. They're really all over the map. As you can imagine, small organizations, their data and their customers are as important to them. So we do things with large government agencies, as well as small marketing companies that want to gain insight into their data.
Very good. Seth?
And Kirk, so Cloudera has an interesting model where part of the solution is open source and available as a free download. How did Cloudera come up with this model, and how is it working out as a business approach?
That's a great question. So open source has been around since Linus Torvald decided to disrupt the technology area with the invention of Linux. So really what open source is about the ability to allow customers to keep their data free in their, freedom. They can keep their data in their environment, not subject to a software company's kind of vertical integration and lock-in. That's point one. Point two is we also build on top of an open source platform to build features and capabilities that we offer as a subscription. So part of it is your ability to use the software for free as long as you want. The other part is for the features that we build that you like, that add value, you pay us for those.
Yeah, very good. Got to wrap it up. I do want to mention one more time the website for Cloudera. That's cloudera.com, exactly like it sounds. Seth, any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Kirk, I'm wondering just if you can close it out by sharing the vision for Cloudera. What's next for you guys?
Well, we're growing quite fast, kind of doubling every year, and this is really an opportunity for business to do things, transform themselves in amazing ways. So we expect to continue to grow rapidly over the next few years, and I would expect you'd see Cloudera in the market and as a long-standing company for many years to come.
Sounds good. Thanks to both of you gentlemen, Kirk Dunn, Seth Landy. Seth is a regular contributor here on The Price of Business. Thanks to both of you. Great job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kevin.
When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, best content here, it shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter.